Have you ever had this problem with your sink drains? Slow draining out, almost not draining at all? Well, today we're going to show you a way of cleaning out your drains without using harsh chemicals and very inexpensively, and probably take less than 30 minutes to do. So as soon as this water gets drained out, we'll get started. So the tools we're going to need to do this is a long screwdriver, or maybe a piece of wood, a dowel rod or something, at least a couple of feet long, kind of small in diameter, that'll fit into the drain. Some paper towels, some disposable gloves if you don't want to get your hands dirty, an old bucket, an ice cream bucket or a mop bucket. I like an old ice cream bucket, that way I can just throw it away when I get done. A light, I have one of these headlights I'll use to help see, and a pair of channel lock pliers. So this is what you call the P-trap. This is where most people think that it gets clogged, but usually, in most cases with our house, is it gets clogged up here in this area, which is where your pop-up for your drain plug is. Let me turn the light on so we can see a little better. There's where your drain is. And where that little rod goes into this pipe, it gets clogged up around in there. So right in there is usually where the clog is. And the P-trap usually has just got some water in it. But if you look at most of your drain cleaners, commercial drain cleaners, they'll have a little picture on there showing a big clog of hair or something in the trap. And that's what they're for. But if you use a drain cleaner when your clog is up here, it's just going to seep through and lay there in the drain, and that clog is really not going to go anywhere. And I've tried that many times over the years, and it's... So now we're going to take the P-trap off. I have my bucket. I'm going to put it directly under it. And usually, if you got the plastic, they're just hand tight. So you just twist them off, loose a little bit. Now this is where you're probably going to get a little water out. As we are. So try to make sure you got your bucket there, and always have me some towels handy. Got me a towel. There's this other one. Let the water run out. And as you can see, there's not really anything in there to clog it up. It's really fairly clean. It's a little bit dirty, but there's really no clogs in there. So we'll set that aside. Next thing we got to do is, up above it, there where our drain is, our pop-up, is this little bolt here, right here, the hex nut. Get it loose, and screw it with your fingers. Pull that out, and that is what goes through. And then your little pop-up piece is going to have, we'll just pull that out from the top, and we're going to wipe all this down, and we'll check back in a minute. So now I've pulled the pop-up plug out, and as you can see, that is where most of our clog is, right there where I pulled the plug out. So now I'm going to show you how to get that cleaned out in just a few seconds. I'll get us a couple, 2 or 3 paper towels. I'm going to wad them up. Stick them right in there. I'll pack it in there. And then we're going to take our screwdriver or whatever stick or whatever you got and push that through. And our bucket is right underneath there. I'm going to repeat that again. And just kind of knock that through. And you will see that that is much cleaner. Much cleaner. Let me hold the light up from the bottom. You'll be able to see that. So it is much cleaner through there. So that's all it is to clean it out. So next, I'm going to clean off my stopper, my plug. It's got some junk on it. Just going to clean that off, and then we'll come back and reassemble. Okay, I've got my pop-up cleaned off, and we're going to stick that back down in there. And you see this little bracket or attachment here at the bottom where it's got a little hole. You turn that towards the back of the sink so that little rod from the pop-up thing will activate it. So we just put it in, drop it in with this towards the back. And then we'll go underneath and attach everything back. Okay, now we're ready to reassemble the bottom part. So here is our linkage for our actuator for our pop-up. Let's go put that in there so our plug is down, so we need to kind of tilt it like where it'll go in through the hole and attach to the pop-up. So kind of finger tight, get that on finger tight first. Be careful not to cross thread it the threads. And then we'll look up above and make sure it's the way it's supposed to be. And it is. So I can go ahead and tighten that up. Now you don't want to get this super tight. The tighter you get, the harder it'll be to move your plug up and down. So you just want it kind of snug. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. So righty tighty, lefty loosey. So I go righty tighty. Amount of tension. So the next thing I'm going to do is put our P-trap back on. So we just put that back up in place. And you kind of want to get both sides started, thread started. Make sure you don't cross thread it. These here you just hand tighten. You don't want to use any tool on it because it's plastic and it's got plastic seals and that will hold it. So we got it back together and all of our trash and stuff went right in the bucket here, which I'm just right in this bucket. So when I get done, I'm just going to put the top on this bucket and drop it in my trash can and be finished. So we're going to go up on the top side and check it out, see if it flows good. So we're here back on the top side and our pop-up is working. So what I like to do is pull my pop-up up to where the stopper is down. I'm going to fill it up with water. Okay, our sink about half full, so now I'm going to push it down and sort of raise the plug, and let's see if it drains. And I can hear it draining. I can see the little whirlpool it's making as it's sucking the water out, and I believe we have success. So there you have it. That's how to clean out your drain in less than 30 minutes and very inexpensively. And all I have to do now is just clean up my mess a little bit and throw my trash away and be good to go. So thanks for watching. Hope this information is helpful to you. If you like this, and it is, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.